The latest on that Minnesota dentist who killed a world-famous lion in Africa. Dr. Walter Palmer, in hiding, now faces a federal investigation, extradition to Zimbabwe. And this morning we're hearing exclusively from the lawyer of one of the men who helped him on the hunt. ABC's David Wright is tracking this story. Good morning, David.
Good morning, George. The pressure is really mounting on this Minnesota dentist for killing Cecil the lion. This morning, officials in Zimbabwe making it clear they will request extradition. Meanwhile, authorities here in the U.S. starting their own investigation. And today we're learning new details about the hunt itself from the lawyer of one of the hunters. The Minnesota dentist blames his African guides for luring the celebrated lion outside the protection of Wangi National Park so that Palmer could kill him. This man, professional hunter and guide Theo Bronkhorst, now faces poaching charges in Zimbabwe. Bronkhorst's lawyer, Givemore Muvaringi, spoke exclusively via Skype to Good Morning America. Did Walter Palmer know he was shooting Cecil the lion?
Certainly not.
Did Mr. Palmer pay your client to break the rules, to lure this lion out of the park?
No, it was a usual trip. And according to my client, nothing was illegal about the hunt.
He says only after Palmer killed Cecil did they realize that this was a known lion wearing a GPS tracking collar.
My client didn't realize that this lion was a collared lion until it had been shot. So it wasn't his intention to kill such a famous lion.
Are you saying that Dr. Palmer had no idea that this was a famous lion when he shot the bow?
According to my client, yes. He had no idea.
The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service has opened its own investigation, but has so far been unable to reach Walter Palmer. Officials now asking Palmer to contact them immediately. So where in the world is Palmer? Not at his dental practice, which is closed due to the hundreds of protesters outside. A similar scene at his home in the Twin Cities, and now his vacation home in Marco Island, Florida. He hasn't been spotted in public since the news of Cecil's death. Some of Palmer's former patients are aghast at their dentist's passion for big game hunting. Ramona Kay quit seeing him because of it.
I don't agree with some of the things that ethically that he's done, which makes me question what did he do in his dental practice and what was I supporting.
Do you understand that anger?
Yes, I do. A lot of people are angry. Let's allow justice to take its course.
According to Palmer's guide, shooting the lion wasn't enough for this guy. Bronkhorst also says that Palmer told him that he wanted to shoot a very big elephant on this trip, too. Obviously not to be. Now it's the dentist who's being hunted by authorities in Zimbabwe and in Washington. Amy, if only they could find him.
More to come, I'm sure. Thank you, David.